hope you're doing well. So let's go ahead and jump straight into the birthday makeup. So the first thing that I did was took my Soft Ochre Paint Pot by MAC just to prime my eyes and to make sure my eyeshadow stays on longer and to get rid of those veins on my eyelids. So gross. And then I'm going to set that with my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder just to make sure that my eyeshadows blend out really nicely on top. Now with my Too Faced Natural Matte Palette, I'm picking up the shade Honey Butter. This is just going to be my transition shade. So with a really big fluffy brush, I'm just going to blend this from inner corner to outer corner. These colors are beautiful and so easy to blend. So now taking the shade Chocolate Cookie, I'm going to add this in the crease just to add some more definition. So just on a smaller brush so it doesn't get blown out too much. Otherwise it's going to look like I have been punched in the eyeball. Now with the Makeup Geek Mani MUA palette, I'm going to take the shade Aphrodite and add this in the crease once again. So pretty much the same concept as the last shade. I'm just really building up the shades to make it darker and to make the transition soft and seamless. So again, just blending it out as you do. My favorite part is cleaning up those edges, so here we go. And then taking the shade Insomnia by that same palette. This is stunning. It is so incredibly pigmented. I always put a bit of Fix Plus on when I'm doing my lid shade just to make it even more intense. So this is a beautiful green with nice reflex of purple, so definitely a really easy way to wear color. Now with the Inglot pigment in the shade 85, I'm just going to put this in the middle of my lid. It's literally like the exact same color, it's just a little bit more sparkly, so just to add some more dimension, popping that on with a little pencil brush. And now with my Simple Kinda Skin moisturizer, I'm just going to put this all over my face. I have the dry skin at the moment. I think it's because I've been traveling a lot, and when you're in airplanes, it literally just dries out so bad. Then I'm going to take my Nivea Men Aftershave Balm. This is the best primer I've ever used, so I'm just going to put this all over my face and rub it in until it gets super tacky so the foundation can stick to it like glue. And then I'm going to take my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I have the shade 6 and it matches so well to my really dark fake tans, and I love the finish of this foundation. It's super full coverage, but it still is a little bit luminous so it doesn't look too cakey. But if you apply as much as me, then yeah, you're probably gonna look a bit cakey, but that's just how I like it. If you guys are looking for a cheaper alternative for a foundation that has a really similar coverage and finish and stuff, the Too Faced Born This Way in the shade Warm Beige is pretty much identical to this, except the Giorgio Armani one is like $95. So I just use this because I wanted to change it up a bit, and they're both just as beautiful as each other. Now taking my Bare Skin Bare Minerals Concealer in the shade Light. This is a super bright shade to highlight my face, which I love so much. So I'm just going to put this under my eyes and also down the center of my face to add a bit more dimension, because I feel when you add like foundation, it kind of washes out all the color in your face and it's kind of flat. So this really does add some dimension. Beautiful, beautiful concealer. Now taking my little baby, my Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder, I'm going to apply this with a wedge. You can get like a pack of wedges for, I want to say $6 for like 20. It is so incredibly cheap, and it's easier than using a beauty blender, I think, because then you don't have to wash it in between uses. I mean, you should, but I don't do it too often. Gross, I know. And then of course taking my Essence Eyebrow Stylist Set. I always come back to this, even though it's like the cheapest thing literally I own makeup wise. It works pretty much the best. So I'm just making my arch a little bit higher and extending my brows, making them a bit darker. But because I got them tattooed on, it takes me like 2 seconds. I love it. And then taking my Benefit Gimme Brow to set my little brow hairs down in place and to add a little bit of texture to them as well. Now with the shade Artemis, I'm going to highlight my brow bone, so just putting it directly under my eyebrow. You know how it is. Next step is to brush away all of that bakage, and then I'm going to go ahead and cream contour a bit. So this is the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Fawn. So I'm just doing my forehead and a little bit on my cheekbones. I don't know why I did this before I finished my eyes. I went in the weirdest order, but anyways, just for a little bit of a bronzy glow. Blending that out with my beauty blender. This seriously comes in handy all the bloody time. To make that even more intense, I'm taking my Bobbi Brown bronzing powder in the shade 2. This is amazing. It's very similar to the Hoola by Benefit. So I'm just going to put that in the same places, and also I'm going to contour my nose a little bit. I don't really know how to do it. I just run it up and down the sides. So I guess we're back onto the eyes. So I'm taking honey butter from outer corner to inner corner just to add a nice wash of color. And then on top of that, I'm going to take chocolate cookie to deepen it up even more. And lastly, I'm going to take a really thin definer brush, and I'm just going to run Aphrodite right along that lower lash line to add a bit more depth and deepness and darkness, you know. Since it was my birthday, I wanted to go all out, so I'm taking some black eyeliner from Zoeva. I'm pretty sure these are new, and it was the first time using this for me, and holy crap, this is the most pigmented black eyeliner I've ever used, and it didn't come off even in the bloody shower. Winning. And now taking my CoverGirl mascara called I Will Finish What You Started. This is actually a really, really good mascara. It separates your lashes so much, so it's really good to put on before your falsies. So just coating my top and bottom lashes. And again, taking that white shimmery shade called Artemis from the Makeup Geek palette, I'm going to highlight my inner corners just to add more drama. I mean, why bloody not? And then for lashes, I'm taking the Huda Beauty Faux Minx Fairer 12 lashes. Girl, these are amazing. These are like double layered, so they're just super dramatic and wispy and incredible. Hello. Now taking my Ofra bronzer in the shade Bronzing Gold, I'm just gonna put this all over my cheekbones just to add a nice wash of color, and also around my forehead as well. So after I've done that, I went in with the MAC Gold Deposit because I wanted more of like a glittery bronzy look, and this really is so pigmented and so beautiful. Definitely a holy grail of mine. So just going over the top, and both of these together look incredible. You know what I love? When my contour line is super clean and harsh. So obviously I'm going to go in and clean it up with a wedge and my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. And while that's baking, I'm going in with my Cindy Luminizer blush. This is stunning. It's from the Balm. It's a really nice light wash of shimmery pink. Now with my Anastasia Peach Nectar highlighter, I'm going to put a lot of this on my face. So just on top of my cheekbones and pretty much all over my face. I put Fix Plus on my brush to make it even more intense because I love to shine bright like a diamond. You know what I mean? For lips today, I'm starting off with the Essence lip liner in the shade 11 in the nude. To be honest, this isn't really the best lip liner. It is extremely affordable, so definitely worth the price. It's probably like $3 or something. But I definitely do prefer like my NYX lip liners and stuff like that. So after that, I'm going to go ahead and add my Charlotte Tilbury Penelope Pink lipstick. Again, I would have preferred to use a different lipstick, but I always use my MAC lipsticks. They always use the same bloody stuff. So I thought I'd change it up. And then going in with a lighter nude, this one is from BH Cosmetics. I just wanted to kind of add more dimension to my lips and create an ombre lip, so that's what I'm doing here. And of course, to make my lips nice and glossy and juicy looking, I'm taking my YSL lip gloss in 02, just popping this all over my lips. It is a beautiful gloss. And lastly, I'm setting my face with my Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. This kind of soaks up the powder. Well, I feel like it does anyway. So let's move on to the hair. Most of the time when I go clubbing, I just like to straighten my hair and have it down because I feel like if I have it any other way, it's just gonna look like a big ball of fluff by the end of the night, especially if I'm gonna have a big one. So first things first, just brushing all of those knots out. And then I'm gonna add some dry shampoo to add some texture and also to soak up all of that oil. I don't know why, but I literally have the most oily hair, or the oiliest scalp. Brushing that all through and then parting my hair and straightening it. I'm sure you guys know how to straighten your hair, but I use the GHD, I think it's like a pearl straightener. I love this so much. Love. A lot of people ask how I keep my hair so healthy and so long, and for the length, there's nothing really magical that you can do to make your hair grow really long. It just all comes down to the time. I've been growing my hair out for so many years now, and keeping it healthy, I would just recommend not putting too much heat on it. If I am going to put heat on it, it's only once a week max. And I feel like this honestly does make such a difference because you don't want to kill your little baby hairs. Well, they're not baby if they're this long. Oh God. So the way I like to style it usually is put it on the side, tuck one side behind my ear. By the end of the night, it's probably all back. My favorite perfume at the moment is the Flower Bomb perfume. It smells so beautiful and so fresh. So for the nails, I'm taking my Huda Beauty nails, and oh my God, this is so embarrassing. My nails are literally yellow because I left nail polish on them for so long. That's why I put fake nails on top so I didn't have to paint them again. And another embarrassing thing that I did was I freaking put them on the wrong way around. So one side, like one hand was all upside down, and then the other hand, as you can see right here, is the right way. So I just ripped them off the next day. Oopsies. And lastly, for my outfit, I decided to wear this two-piece from Lady Luxe Boutique. It is so comfortable. I had to wear like a black crop underneath the crop just because if I didn't, you could see my nipples, and you don't want that happening, do you? Otherwise, you can just wear like a black strapless bra, but I didn't have one at the time. The clutch that I'm wearing is Louis Vuitton. It just comes with my bag and it just goes with every outfit, so that's what I've been using lately. And yeah, that's pretty much all. I hope you guys love this outfit and love the makeup and hair. I think it's so cute and so classy. I had a really good birthday and I really want to say thank you so much to everyone that said happy birthday and for all the wishes. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!